Hello, good morning to all of you. Welcome to the lecture Decision Support System and Business Intelligence. Am I audible? Yes, Urusa.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is this presentation visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, in previous exam lecture we seen about decision tree and classification techniques. There are various classification techniques used in data mining for decision making. Decision tree analysis, statistical analysis, neural network, support vector machine, case-based reasoning, Bayesian classifier, genetic algorithm, rough test. These are the famous, widely used techniques for classification in data mining as well as many fields. Decision tree, a general algorithm for decision tree building is employ the divide and conquer method. Recursively divides a tree set until each division consists of example from one class. First step is in a decision tree, create a root node and assign all the training data to it. Then select the best splitting attribute from the root node. Then add branch to the root node for each value of the split and split the data into manually exclusive subset along the line of the specific split. Repeat the steps 2 and 3 for each and every leaf node until the stopping criteria is reached. Select the root node, then split the best attribute until we reach at the stopping leaf node. Here is suppose not any leaf node, then this will be the stopping point in the decision tree. This is general algorithm for decision tree. A data mining algorithm mainly differ on split criteria, which variable to split first. In data mining decision tree algorithm, we know there suppose two leaves to this root node. Then first which leaf node we have to split, this or this. This is the what value to use to split. Again, if there are some values, suppose 8 here and here is 10, then what value we have to split from this decision tree, as well as how many split to form each node, how many splits are there in the decision tree. There are the criteria for this. Stopping criteria, when to stop building the tree, when to stop, how much branches are there, how much leaf nodes are there, that we have to find. And pursuing generalized method, pre-pruning versus post-pruning. The most popular decision tree algorithm include ID3, C4.5, C5, CART, CHART, and M5. These are the widely used decision tree in many applications. General pruning means generalization method. Uh, Pre-pruning and post-pruning. Before generalizing and after generalizing the decision tree. means suppose how much branches are there are useful to our application, that is the post pruning. And if we predict how much branches will be there, that pre pruning. I ID3 algorithm for decision tree is widely used. In this example, in this ID3, there iterative dichotomizer. ID3 means iterative dichotomizer. So we have to make the iteration in dichotomized format, means in two format. We will make, suppose we have a data set D, and in this data set suppose we have the values A1, A2, A3 like this, and here are suppose in A1 Y1 Y and NN, means positive and negative values are there in the column A. And now we want to make the decision tree iterative dichotomizer. So we will take here root node D data, and you see here are the only two types of data in A1. In A1 there are two types of data, Y positive and negative. So we have divided this is in a positive and negative dichotomize. Similarly here suppose A2, and we'll find here is negative and positive, then we will similarly make here negative and positive dichotomize. And when this will be uh, select attribute, these are the select attributes, and also there is a stopping conditions in the iterative dichotomizer algorithm. When this will be stopped, if there is no value into the A3, then we will stop the algorithm, we will stop the iterations, as well as suppose there are the values only the negative values, the entropy of the A3 is negative, then we will just add here in A3, we will just add here in A3 negative. If there is positive values, then we will add plus, and there this decision tree iteration will be stopping point we will get if there is no value in the data set. This is the data set, and we have divided this data set into the dichotomized part. It is occur in the ID3 algorithm. Similarly C4.5 as C5, and this uh, cart classification and regression tree, and also in the this CHAID algorithm and MD5. These are the most widely used algorithm for decision tree for make the decision into the data mining and analysis. The decision tree alternative splitting criteria is Gini index, which determines the purity of the specific class as a result of the decision to branch along the particular attribute or values. Gini index determines the purity of specific class as a result of decision branch. Suppose we have a root node and leaf node, and in this The Gini index determines the purity of specific class. Is this is accurate? We have made the leaf of this root node, or the values or attribute of this root node using the CART, means classification and regression tree. Classification and regression tree. In regression tree, we can use in continuous type of data, and the classification technique is used in the categorical type of a data. See, suppose we have numbers 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then if we apply here the regression, then we can find the mean of this value, means it is regression. Mean of all value will be regression. And if we want to find the mode of these values, means mode of these values, how it's mode like this, then this data will be classified into 3 classes. Then this is the categorical type of data, and we can use both categorical and regression tree to determine the purity of the specific class into the decision tree. And in regression we find like this: the information gain use entropy to measures the extent and uncertainty or randomness of a particular attribute or value. Here is also we can use iterative dichotomizer 3 or C3 or C5 algorithm, as well as in decision tree for iterative splitting criteria we can use chi-square statistic. In this quad algorithm is used. These are the technique for classification using decision tree and cluster analysis for data mining. For cluster analysis, we use for automatic identification of natural grouping of things. Suppose we have spread data. In last example we seen the temperatures example of Aurangabad and Jalna, and we want to find using the cluster or analysis. We can find that because the temperature is in a natural grouping form. If we measure the temperature at Aurangabad will different, and if we measure the temperature at in Jalna will different. To make it grouping, we can use cluster. We have to find there the values of a centroid, or there we can use K-map, K-mean, like that. The part of the machine learning family we can use there. Employ unsupervised learning, supervised learning, like this. Unsupervised learning we have to use for cluster analysis and learn the clusters of the things from the past data. Then assign new instances. There is not an output variable, also known as segmentation. We don't have fixed output variable into the clustering. In that case we can use cluster analysis. We don't have the information of the output, then we can use their unsupervised learning to train our network and find the classes of the temperature, which temperature is higher than which cluster's temperature, like this. Also known as segmentation. We have to make the segmentations according to the cluster, according to the near distances, according to the uh, nearest neighbor values like this. Suppose we have to make the cluster of temperature. Suppose at this location temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, 26 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius, and here is 32 degrees Celsius, 31 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius, 35 degrees Celsius, 34 degrees Celsius. Then obviously there are the differences in the values. These values, 31 is uh, more close at 30 than this 26 and 27 and 28 and 25. So this is joined in the cluster 31, means we will find here one centroid value 30, and nearest of this 30 we will join there, and again in another cluster we will find one value and make it as a centroid, and nearest value we will join there. There this algorithm will learn itself, so there is no need of the supervisions, so we can say this is the unsupervised learning for the clustering data classification. And once we get the cluster we can make the segment on the basis of temperature. This is the low temperature and this is high temperature zones. The cluster analysis for data mining. Clustering result may be used to identify natural grouping of the customer, identify rules for assigning new cases to classes for targeting diagnostic purpose. For clustering, we have to identify natural grouping of the customers. As we want to implement this algorithm for our business purpose, then we have to identify the category of a customer will uh, which customer will buy our product. We have to make the classes of such type of a customer with the help of clustering technique. If we have the data, if we acquire data from social media, if we acquire data from many other sources like website, internet, search engines, and manually visiting, we have to make the clusters, natural clusters, by using the cluster analysis techniques, and provide the categorization, then definition, labeling of the populations. We have to make the populations labeling, like suppose lower income group, higher income group persons, urban persons, rural persons, like that we have to make the label. Then decrease the size of complexity. Then we have suppose these four clusters: urban, rural, lower income group, higher income group. Now on the basis of our business, on the basis of our product, we have to reduce the complexity by decreasing unnecessary information, unusable population. If we if our target area is only the urban, then we don't have to use these rural persons, because our product is strictly usable only for the urban peoples. Then like this we have to decrease the size of the complexity problem. For another data mining methods we can use there to identify automatically, as well as we can use machine learning techniques to do this. Identify the outlier in a specific domain and rare event decision. How we have to identify this? These are the person in situated at urbanization, and these are the person are situated in the rural areas. Then we have to find the outlier, their area of interest for specific domain purpose, for specific application purpose or for specific product interested persons, we have to find from the entire data, and it is possible with the help of cluster analysis to do. Analysis method, statistical method is also included in both hierarchical and non-hierarchical, such as k-mean, k-mode, and so on. Just where I said to you, the k-mean means k is the kernel. Suppose kernel is equal to 5, then the nearest of this value k, we have to make the cluster. What are the values for k, as well as k mode, and so on. Suppose we have a data set D and there are the values. Our k value is here, suppose 4. Then we will take these 4 nearest and make their cluster. Again, suppose we have only the remaining 2 values, then there we will make, suppose d1 equal to 4 and d2 equal to 2. But this value we will find. Suppose there are 2 dots, there are 3 dots, there are 4 dots, and there are 2 dots, and there are 1 dots. Then we can make the 1 more dots cluster 1 and only 1 dots cluster 1. D1, D2 will be only 1 point, means minimum values cluster will be there, and this is the 1 more values cluster will be there, and it can be possible by using k-mean, k-mode, like this algorithm for hierarchical as well as non-hierarchical statistical method for cluster analysis. As well as for cluster analysis, we can use neural network, adaptive resonance theory, ART, self-organization map, SOM, fuzzy logic, C-means algorithm, fuzzy logic, genetic algorithm, divisive versus algometric methods we can use for cluster analysis. The most important thing is how many clusters. There is not a truly optimal way to calculate it. How many clusters will be there in the natural grouping? This is difficult to find the optimal to truly classification of the cluster. If we are finding the temperature of the region, then just if we see the temperature of Aurangabad itself will be vary cluster wise. If we made the cluster in Aurangabad temperature and in Jalna, then you see the temperature of Sidco will differ from the temperature of the Harsul or the Walus Bandarpur area, because it is vary on the basis of many parameters, many attributes. So it is difficult to find the truly optimal value with the help of clustering technique. But there are some heuristics often used. We have to look at the sparseness of clusters. We have to look at the sparseness of the clusters, means all the attributes we have to study of the clusters to reach to the truly optimal value, accurate value of the result, as well as the number of cluster equal to n by 2 whole raised to 1 whole raised to half, means number of data point. This we can use for make the accurate or optimal result, as well as there we can use archaic information criteria as well as Bayesian information criteria. Most cluster analysis methods involve the use of distance measure to calculate the closeness between the pairs of the items. Distance measure, values of the temperature and values of the another temperature. The distance of the highest value and distance of the lowest value. With the help of this distance measure, we can make the cluster analysis to find the temperature. Here Euclidean versus Manhattan distance can be used. Euclidean distance x1 minus x2 whole square root of plus y1 y2. x1 is the observed and predicted values. We don't have to reach until that much deep into the Euclidean and Manhattan distance. Just you have to keep in mind this distance measure we can use for the clustering. K-mean cluster algorithm, predetermined number of cluster we can use, as well as this algorithm is started from the step 0. Determine the value of k. First we have to determine the value of k. Suppose value of k is equal to 5 or 6. Suppose the value of k is equal to 6. Then step 1, randomly generate the k random point at initial cluster center. Suppose we have the values 15, 16, 7, 8, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, 12. Randomly we will select any value for k and then assign the each point to the nearest cluster. After selecting this k value, the nearest value of k is 7, then 5, then 7, then 4. We will make the cluster of this value. Recompute the new cluster center. After this making cluster, we have to find the new centroid, new value of the k. Suppose we find the 12, then nearest value of 12, 11, 15, 16. We will make cluster like this and repeat the steps, assigning the point to the nearest cluster and compute the new value centroid. Find the centroid and assign the new value nearest of that centroid. Find the centroid and in this step nearest cluster. Assign the each point to the nearest cluster. First find the centroid. Step 3, new value we have to find in step 3, and step 2, assign the values for assign the point of each value. Find the centroid, assign the values. Like this we will repeat the step 3 and 4 until some convergence criteria is met. Usually that the assignment of the point to cluster become the stable. Now see step 1, step 2 and step 3. Step 1, we will find the k equal to, okay, then assign the nearest value of this k. Pink, these are the pink clusters. This is violet, only one there point. Green cluster, then red, and after this step 3 we will create the measure the distance and create the cluster like this. Nearest values cluster. Like this clustering k-mean cluster algorithm will work for data classification. Now today we will see the association rule mining. Is there any problem to you? Clustering analysis. Do you have any problem? Okay. Then association rule mining, a very popular data mining method in business. Association rule is very popular for finding the interesting relationship. Interesting relationship means affinities between the variable, items or event. Finding the interested relationship in the variables or in items or event, whatever we will take application, the variable is depends upon that applications. The part of machine learning, it is association is a part of machine learning family and employs unsupervised learning here. Clustering, we know we use there unsupervised learning, and there is no output variable, also known as market basket analysis. There is no output variable in the clustering, we know, and it is called as market basket analysis, often used as an example to describe data mining to ordinary people, such as the famous relationship between the diaper and the beers. The association rule mining, the input, the simple point of scale transaction data, and the output is most frequent affinations among the items. Affination, relationship between the variables. Example, according to the transaction data, the customer who brought a laptop computer and a virus protection software also brought extended services plan 70% of the time. Now, how do you use such pattern knowledge? Put the item next to each other for each of finding, then promote the item as a package. Do not put one on the scale if the others are on scale. Place items far apart from each other so that the customer has to walk the to search for it, and by doing so potentially seeing and buying other items. Association rule, a representative application of association rule mining include in business as well as in medicine. In business, cross marketing, cross selling, store design, catalog design, e-commerce site design, optimization of online advertisement, product pricing and self promotion configuration. We can use association rule, as well as in the medicine, relationship between the symptoms and illness, diagnosis and patient characterizations and treatment, to be used in medical decision support system, and genes and their functions to be used in the genetic projects. Are all association rule interesting and useful? A genetic rule, x equal to, suppose s percent and c percent, then x and y product and or services, x left hand side and y suppose right hand side. Support, yes for support and c for confidence. How often x and y together, and confidence, how often y go together with x. This is an example of laptop computer antivirus software extend service plan 3070. This association rule algorithm are available for generating association rule, a prior, a clutch, FP growth, plus derivative and hybrid of the tree, and the algorithm help identify the frequent item set which are then convert to association rule. Association rule mining priority algorithm. We will see this association algorithm in next lecture. If you have problem, doubt, questions on cluster analysis, you can ask. We will see association rule mining in next lecture. If you have any question regarding this cluster analysis for data mining and k-mean clustering
Sir,
algorithm,
for
yes,
cluster analysis, K-mean algorithm is used.
yes, yes. For cluster analysis, we can use k-mean algorithm, and k-mean means k. We will select value for k and find the nearest value mean and take the mean of that as a centroid. In this example, we have selected the pixel color for the value of k, and according to that we have made clusters. As pink k, we created cluster on the basis of color pixel. And nearest distance we can also measure. Suppose these are the values of temperature, and we shown the pink green color for low temperature and red color for suppose high temperature. Then the values near to the k, suppose green equal to 2, then all these values will be less than this red k, suppose 8, k equal to 8 in the red color pixel. Then the values of this k will be less than this k, so we will make the cluster on the basis of these variables value and make the measure the distance of that, and on the basis of that distance will make the cluster. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask.
No, sir.
Then okay, we'll stop here, and in next lecture we will see the association rule be present for this lecture. Okay, okay, thank you, have a nice day.